up, my little TisaTells, and welcome to Kardashians Season 4, Episode 3. Y'all, listen, let's get into this. Khloe literally leaves her storyline, Tristan, and she's at Scott's house, right? And she's like, hey, what's up? You look hot. And I said, here we go again. It's 2012. But then I had to remember, what am I talking about? Khloe's best friend is living in her house. So at the end of the day, he has nothing to worry about. Okay, fine. They go in, right? And Khloe's talking about, I'm really worried about Scott. This is the unhealthiest he's ever been. Scott Disick that shoved $100 bill into the waiter's mouth. This is the unhealthiest he's ever been. Girl, I guess, right? He's hobbling around, right? And Khloe's like, what's up? And he's had to remind us that like, oh, my back got really injured when I flipped my car. Now, mind you, if you guys don't know the gossip, Dumas, and people are saying this is through Kim's camp, because Dumas to me is nothing but a paid Kardashian thing, is trying to spread that the reason why Kim is so mean to Kourtney and Travis is because she's secretly concerned because there's some deep, dark secret about Travis that we can never talk about, basically implying that Travis loves, this is Kourtney's husband, Travis loves the Coca-Cola, if you know what I'm saying, right? In love with the cocoa. So anyway, and I was like, that's impossible. But even if it was, why are you dogging Kourtney out? Because Scott, who literally did a Pete Davidson that for no reason at all, flipped his car 3 times, had blood on his face, and Penelope had to wipe her dad's face off. Nobody even bats an eye. Anyway, Scott said this happened since he got the car accident. He gained a lot of weight. And I said, maybe since you went to rehab, you eat less. You eat more. When your diet isn't like vodka for breakfast, you eat more. And that's why you gain weight, because lots of people that go. But anyway, let's keep going. They start talking about Tristan, right? And Scott's like, yo, are you like, is he hitting that? And she's like, no, you can ask him separately if he wants. Khloe, and this is why Khloe's mind's so messed up. Do you mean that's the mark of whether a real relationship is if you guys are doing the dirty? He has all the benefits of a relationship. You are taking care of his kids. You are cooking him dinner. You are making sure he is taken care of. You probably ironing his clothes, right? Or getting the maid to do it. On top of that, you are caring for his extended family too, so that Tristan can go focus on playing basketball and re-upping his supply of groupies. I know he's been lonely. I know he's probably like, okay, girls on the group chat, who's going to be walking down Mykonos? I know all this stuff is happening. So girl, congratulations on being the biggest dum-dums. You literally have turned yourself into the epitome of not even a side chick, of a bottom B. You got all the responsibilities. And get this, you can't go out and see anybody. You got all the responsibilities. And Tristan has all the benefits. Congratulations, Coco. Anyway, let's continue. Anyway, Khloe goes on to say that Tristan sleeps in his own room. Yeah, wow, Khloe. Okay, right? I'm sure Marley sleeps in her own room too. Tristan sleeps in his own room. And then Khloe hits us with the thing as if she's the only person to ever co-parent in the world. She was like, you know what? Tristan's house got flooded. Girl, I thought his roof caved in, but whatever. Now his house is flooded. Okay, right? And does it take 6 months? If it takes that long to fix flooding, you might as well act like this is a tear down. So then she was like, you know what? We're fine. And then she lets us know, if Tristan and I get together in the future, that's God's plans. Girl, leave God out of it. It's not. But for right now, I want as seamless and easy and a whatever as co-parenting relationship as I can, because that's my best friend. How is somebody your best friend when they lied, cheated, and humiliated you? I'm sick of them acting like his only thing. You kept the fact that there was another child coming into this world while you were actively standing beside Khloe, say, yeah, get a surrogate. You did a lot more than just stick your whatever in whatever. No, but you know what? If that dum-dum likes it, I love it. Then she goes on to say that she just wants a seamless co-parenting thing. Khloe, are you the only person that has ever co-parented? But you guys, everybody's doing it wrong. Move the mofo that broke your heart, cheated on you, move them in with you, dummy. What are you doing? Boundaries are for suckers. Anyway, y'all. So then Scott is like, okay, so what's going on? Are you dating? Like, what's going on? I'm confused. And she's like, I don't even have time. By the time I get everyone together and everybody in bed and everyone this, I'm just like, oh my God. Khloe, can somebody explain this to Khloe? Dum-dum, you're the one that wants all the responsibilities. Dum-dum, True has a nanny. So does Tatum. You can take all the time you want. Stop it. And that's another thing, Khloe. I don't know. On this earth, you have every convenience available to you. You have help, you have access, you have money, and it's still too much, girl. You need to, I don't know. Okay, let's move on. Next, we have to go see what Kim's up to and her imaginary life. Now she wants us to know because now she's reinventing herself. Now she's not an Instagram hustler. Now she's not an influencer. Now she's not no, guys. No. Now, what really gets her going is being an entrepreneur. Well, according to Kim Kardashian Stole My Life, you mean stealing other people's ideas? Y'all, Emma Gerd is the entrepreneur. Kim is literally trying to turn herself into Emma Gerd. If you don't know, she is a genius behind Skims, along with Kanye. She's the genius behind Good American, and she's the one helping Kylie start her fashion line. She is the one that actually made Kim all her money. But Kim is going around like the emperor that has tacky clothes, talking about, no, you guys know me from like bikini pics and travel. Kim, who are you talking to? Your legacy is still alive and well. Your tape is still the #1 bestseller. Girl, okay. And what really gets me going is private equity, IIPOs. And I wish they had been like, Kim, tell us more. Because you know Kim is good for throwing some words out like con law, criminal law, but not know what she's talking about. She's been hired to give a speech. Spoiler alert, she keeps hiring people for her private equity firm. Okay, great. They have not invested in anything. She's still in learning. She's going around. And also, basically, all these speeches she's giving, in my opinion, is to try to get more investors. Because that is true. You don't want to spend your money. You want to spend somebody else's money. Anyway, Kim's giving a speech and trying to, again, reinvent herself. Because don't you know, Kim's the best at everything. But before Kim goes on stage, she's like, oh my God, my pants ripped. Girl, you are a millionaire. You have a private stylist. Either start ordering your size or like, really? Anyway, she's like, oh my God, my pants ripped. But that was just an excuse, in my opinion, for people to know that Kim got too much. Here's the thing. Kim says she is, she didn't say, but in my opinion, she is desperate to prove that you can be a boss, you can be a mogul, you can be a businesswoman, you can be an entrepreneur, and you can still be sexy as ish, walking around with everything hanging out. And do you know what? I agree. Listen, don't get me wrong. I completely agree. Someone can be sexy as hell, risque, flaunt, walking around, still be a boss, still be a mogul. I do not believe that the way a woman presents herself, what she's wearing or what she's not wearing, I don't believe that. Yes. My issue with Kim is, Kim, it ain't you. You are not business savvy. It's not this problem your butt is hanging out. It's the problem you're not business savvy. You are not an entrepreneur. You know how to hire the right people and take credit for it. But it's like me saying, yes, I'm a boss architect. And no, I paid an architect and improved it and I final approval, but just stop, right? So anyway, Kim's like, all this stuff, like, again, you get my gripe. It's like, Kim, the Empress has no clothes. The issue is, it's not you. People don't believe that women can't do it all. People think that you can't do it all because, Kim, what happened to law school? I thought law school got you going. Anyway, let's keep going. Kim then shows us the rib, and it's her whole patootie. Kim, shut up. They look like they cut it out, and Kim's just trying to maintain, like, oh my God. You really mean to expect me to believe that you, Kim Kardashian, flew with just one change of clothes? Girl, get out of here. Like, I'm done. Let's move on. Anyway, Kim says 2 sentences about like, okay, welcome to Private Equity 101. She's there with her partner, I forget his name, but he's the one that does all the work. So basically they traded in Emma Gerd because they were tired of her taking over, and now they're looking for companies to buy. Spoiler alert, Kim has not done anything. Kim has not bought anything. We'll see if that changes, but if it does, If it does, sorry guys, I just want to point out it's not Kim, it's her team. But whatever, I guess that's every rich person. Let's continue. Then we move into the very disgusting Tristan comes on scene with Kris. Kris is doing a product placement for Havenly. If you don't know, Havenly is the product, the brand that Emma Gerd has set up for Kris Jenner. So it's product placement. Tristan comes in, hello. What's going on? She's wiping the counter. He's like, let me do this. You know, the long arms of this. I don't want to get you dirty. I hate Tristan. Let's continue. She says Khloe and them have worked out, Kris Jenner, have worked out their differences and they're in a really good rhythm. So he's always running errands. He's always doing this. He's always doing this. Plus he's really tall because Tristan is getting stuff over her head. You guys, they are trying to give an edit to a man that is a deadbeat father to two children, a cheater, a humiliator. Let's continue. But anyway, I do want to say that Kris is only doing this because Khloe wants her to, but let's keep going. Then Tristan says, so Kris is like, so tell me what's going on. I'm excited. And Tristan's like, a lot. Things are going great. Well, first of all, thank you so much for, getting me the job at ESPN. And I was like, what? Kris is paying Tristan to basically be around Khloe. Khloe is so stupid, still thinking that Tristan probably can't wait till he starts playing again so he can leave Khloe and her whiny, rainy day, woe is me self. Girl, your mama is getting your man job. No wonder he's staying around you. And as soon as he gets what he wants, he's going to be gone. But anyway, he was like, you called ESPN, and she's like, I know, it's so great we could have that call. And then like the next day you start Monday. And I said, oh, will you look at this? Kris Jenner is letting us know two things. One, she is letting us know that she is behind this. Kris Jenner's probably trying to, Kris probably trying to get into the sports management. Like, oh my God, if she did that to Tristan, maybe I should call her. She always got to hustle. But two, Tristan, your agent is Rich Paul, LeBron James' best friend. Rich Paul, who controls one of the most powerful sports agencies in America. You really expect us to believe that Kris Jenner did this by herself? Whatever. Let's keep going. So here it goes. So Kris Jenner explained. She was like, no, I was able to reach out to ABC and Disney and express how talented Tristan was. And I'm glad it helped. Rich Paul, you better watch your back. Kris Jenner is on your tail. Again, you guys, this is disgusting. Tristan is just using Khloe for her mama's connections. That's why Tristan don't care about sleeping in the house. Wow, Khloe is so pathetic. Let's keep going. Well, if you're wondering what Kris's connections are, if you're an aspiring athlete listening to this, she called Disney, she called Bob Iger, and Bob Iger got her on ESPN. I guess Kris was like, Khloe ain't gonna be paying all your bills, and on top of that, living in her house. I guess she had to give him some type of job, but little does Kris know, Khloe's a dum-dum. She probably paying all Tristan's bills. That's probably why Tristan ain't paying the child support, because Khloe is like, it's too much, let's stop. Then they do a flash forward of Tristan hosting, where they're like, come on guys, what are you doing? Tristan sounds like a 3-year-old. He has the intelligence of a 3-year-old. He has the vocabulary of a 3-year-old. I can't take this fool seriously because he is evil. Some might find him lovable until you see it's all a facade. Even though he's like smiling at Kris Jenner, oh my God, you're master negotiator. You made it happen. That's right. You knew how to game the daughter, game the mama too. But Kris Jenner's on you. She just doesn't want Khloe paying your bills too, because she knows she raised a stone cold dum-dum. So Khloe's roommate, who she doesn't talk to and he doesn't sleep in a room, Kris is like, yo, I saw those pictures, the video. And Tristan's like, yeah, the videos I sent you of me and Khloe working out. Yes, best workout partner ever had. Best workout partner I ever had. People be puking and stuff, but no, she just goes hard. And Kris Jenner's just looking at him like, okay. Like, and I'm like, is Kris buying this? Or is she just like, baby, you ain't the only one that can spit game. We can play this game all day. The best workout you ever had, and pictures of the baby in the gym watching him and his dad and mom work out. First of all, you can't convince me that Tristan is a regular in that household. Second of all, Tristan, shut best workout partner you had. And Kris Jenner's like, But then that's when it hits me. Kris Jenner is just doing Khloe a favor of trying to rehab Tristan's image, because she was just like, I know Tristan's really sorry about everything he did to Khloe. You had her do in vitro and knew you had another woman pregnant, and all this stuff, and I get it, but I think Khloe gonna be really sad when Tristan moves out. Girl, when Tristan moves out, Tristan bought the house 5-minute walk away. Are you serious? Is this the new thing you're trying to convince us? That basically they got to stay together for the kids, but now she's going to say that her mama wanted it? Girl, okay. Then Kim is like, okay, so I'm back and I'm going to Dolce & Gabbana. And listen, yeah, cool. You are the face of Dolce & Gabbana, but is this dragging a little bit? Because all you're doing is getting dressed up and walking down the runway. That was cool one time, but yes, okay. Are you doing anything else? But Kim wants us to know that she's the creative director. And at the end of the day, I think we can agree on one thing. Kim can't carry a storyline to save her life. Like, she's just not interesting. And maybe that might be why she can't stand Kourtney the most, because this is so boring, y'all. But the whole point of this is knowing that the collection of Dolce & Gabbana will be available in stores. Now, y'all can go get it if you want. Dolce & Gabbana was cheap and tacky back then. They have not improved in quality. Why, if you had money to spend, would you go to Dolce & Gabbana? I'm just saying, it fits horrible, it looks tacky, and you can get knockoffs from Fashion Nova anywhere, but whatever. Maybe with someone else, it'll look better. But Kim just... yeah, okay. So anyway, Kim is getting fitted. She looks a fool. She literally is wearing like a floor length fur thing. They're trying to edit it. Girl, take that off. Whoever envisioned that to her. Kim, listen, y'all better get... I know Dolce & Gabbana is mad they didn't get Kylie to do it. I know they are mad. Because Kylie be eating the girls up. And by girls, I mean Kendall too. But also, then they start talking about all the men that were after Khloe. You cannot be serious. All the men that were after Khloe, girl, this is Italy. And I'm just saying, if you know, you know. I'm just saying, is the word, and this isn't all Italian men, but is the word opportunist, is that Italian? Because if it's not, I would be surprised. Khloe, don't do it. You think Tristan gonna take you up and down. Baby, you ain't been scammed yet. Y'all, let's keep going. Anyway, she calls Khloe and she's like, are you coming to Milan? And she's like, I don't know. Are they gonna have looks for me? Because, I can't. Shut up, Khloe. Get some self-esteem. I just tuned out, right? I can't do that. Shut up. When there's stylists and there's this and there's that. Anyway, Kim's like, I love when she's in Milan. There's this whole different energy about her. Yeah, because they love a knifed up face and someone that's skinny, tall, and blonde. But also, she was like, I just wish there'd be more for her. I wish she'd get out of Calabasas. Kim, don't worry. She is going to get out of Calabasas. She's going to go to Cleveland. Because, baby, if you want Khloe in Milan, you better fly Tristan there. And judging by how close you guys are, I'm sure he already has a ticket booked. Anyway, they start talking about Kourtney. And Kim's like, I invited her. She doesn't want to come. If you haven't watched the first episode recap I did, please go watch it. Because, girl, you know why she doesn't want to come. Anyway, we're in Milan for a dinner with Corey and his silk satin pajamas have gotten a line with Dolce & Gabbana. And I see what Kris did. She's a good manager. She said, baby, we are going to do this. And since you screwed over Kourtney and I helped, let's make sure that Kylie gets some sunglasses and Corey gets silk pajamas just cuz, right? And they're having a dinner to honor Corey because Kris's kept man needs to feel like he has a career. He needs to feel like he be somebody. So he's at the dinner and he's like, yes, Mrs. Kardashian. Oh, I'm sorry, Kris. Right? Shucking and jiving, doing the thing. And they got the female Corey Gamble, Malika there. Are you blushing? Are you? Because, she talks in that Calabasas accent. Are you? Which I'm sure it doesn't just seem real, right? Because she talks just like Kris Jenner. And she's like, are you? So anyway, they're celebrating. Khloe got that leopard one piece on. I see what they're doing also. Everything they've been posting on their Instagram, they make a scene about so you can feel like you're seeing like behind the scenes. Baby, I see behind the scenes and it's still giving, it's giving Corey Gamble in his pajamas. That's exactly what it's given. But let's continue. And it's Kris Gamble. It's like, we love coming together and celebrating Corey. You know, Corey used to tell me stories that when he was younger, he would go into his dad's closet and steal his silk shirts and wear them. He's always loved fashion. To which I said, who the F is Corey Gamble? That mofo, I stand with Kanye West. That mofo is the CIA. Who the hell is Corey Gamble? I want to see his family. I want to meet his family. Who are they? You stealing your dad's shirts? I said, Corey was born on Earth. Man, please. Corey dresses like his dad was a PIMP named Superfly. If you don't get out of here. Not even that. Kris is doing the same thing to Corey, which I found funny that she does to all her daughters. She basically which is smart, right? She finds people that can help them build businesses using their name, likeness, and image. And then she lets them take over and feel like they did it all themselves. You really expect us to believe that Corey connected with Dolce & Gabbana and got his own line when basically y'all should all be thanking Kourtney, because at the end of the day, from stealing that from Dolce & Gabbana, when you saw how big it could be, because of that deal, you also got something for Kylie, the sunglasses, and you got something for Corey too. You ain't got a lot to kick it, pimp mama. You do not got a lot to kick it. But you know what? Corey, you know she gonna be doing some legs and hips and body. Kris gonna have you doing Tootsie Rolls tonight, because baby, you gonna pay like Rob and your hip sway. Y'all, Corey be putting in work. Anyway, Kylie surprises them and shows up. Mind you, this is a television show. There needs to be a crew, all this stuff. She's like, you canceled your glam. Kylie's like, I did my own makeup. Girl, we know. Everybody on earth, if you don't know how to do your makeup, please go to YouTube. So they're just like, Kylie just looks so much lighter. Kylie this, Kylie that. And no lie, good for Kylie, because no matter what you feel about her, Travis Scott wasn't marrying her. She wasn't taking her seriously. He wasn't going to do anything. She gave that man 2 kids and she couldn't even hold his hand in daylight. Good for any woman that leaves a dead-end situation. Now they're all begging Khloe to go to Milan, and Khloe's like, no, I have my kids, I'm a mom. Khloe, shut up. Dream ain't thinking about you, and definitely not Tatum. Even though Tatum's like, where's the only person that looks like me? Where are you? We all know Rob ain't around, right? Dream's probably asking the same thing about her daddy. So anyway, they're all taking pictures. Khloe's like, hold on, I want a booty shot because it looks so good. And I will say something. Finally, I mean, it's still fix-a-flat, but she got it deflated, and that leopard suit is fitting Khloe's body. When I say it is fitting, I mean, this is the one surgeon that you need to tip, because baby, he did his thing. Mind you, when she said that, Corey Gamble was like, sure enough. And Kris was sitting there like, yeah, it looks great. You know, Corey, I don't know. I thought he was secretly in love with Tristan, but maybe he loves like inappropriately kissing, touching. You know what? Let's keep going. Then Khloe ruins her moment by saying, looks like I did a lot of squats today. Girl, shut up. They are surgeon made. Yeah, let's keep going. So then Kris is like, let's sit down. Okay, let's say a toast. First to Corey. Corey literally says, ain't no one want to waste no time talking about me, Mrs. Jenner. Right? Seriously. I talk about me with some thick country accent, shucking and jiving. And Kris is like, no, we have to. Thanks for inviting us, Corey. As if Kris didn't just give her sugar. But you know what? Good. Corey is the first person that has been able to gold dig on the Kardashians, and unlike everybody else that tried to, she jumped. Unlike Tristan, he said, Junior, I'll show you how to do this. He jumped right to the bag, to the money, to the balls. Corey said, I ain't gonna be talking to a number 2. I only date bosses. Mrs. Jenner, here's I come. Anyway, we're back with Kim and Milan. She is wearing that horrible straitjacket 2-piece. Remember when her plastic surgery hadn't settled? She looks a hot mess. But girl, whatever, right? Because like Italy is the birthplace of, no, I can't say that, right? But you know what? Let's just move on. Anyway, Kim calls her kids, you know, the ones Kanye says in the nanny raises. She's like, hey, Saint, did you have fun at dinner with Tristan? She's like, yeah, where'd he take you shopping? Where? Nike store, got all this. Wait, what? You got Tristan, a deadbeat dad playing daddy. The Kardashians get off. Maybe it's something they saw with Kris Jenner and Bruce and his kids. Well, now Caitlyn, but back then when he was, you know. Anyway, yeah. It's a hot mess. Then she calls Saint. Then she calls Saint. Then she calls North. Then she calls everybody's hanging up in her ear. And I said, but I thought you were in war. I thought you were in the trenches. I thought you felt pulled apart. The kids are with the people who really raised them, the nannies, and they just keep hanging up in her ear. And then Kourtney, I guess it's her sister. She got to make up. Since Kim gets a text from Kourtney, Kourtney sent her a picture of their father in college, and like Kim's like, oh, I feel like this is a step in the right direction. I get it. Kourtney, that's your sister. You have good memories. But Kim is just who she is. And Kourtney, you either need to accept it or move on. But you ain't moving on from your sister. So we'll see this play out in season 5. Now, Kim goes back and does her usual thing where they go and she's like, so now we're going to see my collection in stores. The Kardashians are nothing. This whole show is turning into an infomercial whenever Kim is there. And I get that. But without the infomercial, what do we have? What do we have? Scott whining about his back? All we have is Kourtney and Travis. And one thing about it is Kourtney has vowed she is done with the show and she's doing her own thing. Again, I cannot overstate how much Kim needs to stop. She needs to stop. And whatever perfection you see, Kim needs to stop. Khloe needed to stop 3 surgeries away. Kim, you got half or more time. She legit looks like the elephant. I don't even know how to describe it. It's just sad. It's sad, but I guess Kim, because they're about that surgery lifestyle, Kim's terrified of aging. But this Dolce & Gabbana outfit she's wearing, the cream mini and the top, it doesn't even fit right. It's digging into her side. Why would we buy this? But again, Dolce & Gabbana is not paying anybody to dress like Kim. All they want is for what we see Kim wearing it and be like, maybe that's cute. I'm going to try it on and see if it looks better on me. Kim goes to the store. It looks like Dolce & Gabbana. It looks cheap. It looks tacky. I cannot overstate enough. And there's a whole crowd outside the store screaming her name. Good for Kim. I still think they're paid actors, but it's a cute moment for Kim. But the fact of Kim, you did nothing but put your face on there and you're acting like, again, at the end of the day, Kim's number one thing is, and I will always say it is, you can bring eyes onto something. Kim's problem is she wants to be the creator, Funny how she divorced Kanye West and she's still competing with her. Kim literally goes outside and rages to the balcony. That's when I see these camera angles because it's literally, granted, it's a lot. It's 100 people outside because, there's flunkies everywhere. And she's like, I put my heart and soul to this. Danny was the one that styled this. Kourtney picked out the outfit. What are you talking about, Kim? But it's just amazing to see all my work in the Dolce & Gabbana store. And I said, you know what? That's the secret to life. Confidence. Even when you do less than nothing, take credit for it. Y'all, pay attention. Then we go to Khloe and Scott. Khloe takes him to Dr. Pack to get his back worked out. Whatever. Because Scott starts making some inappropriate jokes about on his 40th birthday, he's finally going to bag Khloe. But the real gossip is, this is a dumb scene, but the real gossip is, remember when Scott, this is years ago, left rehab early, okay? Listen to this. He left rehab early. And one of the reasons he left rehab early is because one of the workers that worked at the rehab was said to be leaking stories to the tabloids. Apparently, when Scott was in that little circle of trust, when they tell what they've done and, it's not supposed to go anywhere, he said that he slept with Kendall and he slept with Khloe at a hotel in Montauk. If you guys don't know, Montauk is in the Hamptons. That was one of Scott's stomping grounds, right? And because that information leaked, okay, Scott immediately left that rehab center. And I think he might have even sued the rehab center. So this whole thing about on your 40th, you mean have it again if the rumors can be believed? Yeah. Again, I am beginning to think that all the Kardashians they're fluid, they're open like that about sharing with their sisters. Remember when the game said he had Kim and Kourtney together? Of course, we don't know if the game's telling the truth. So, you know what? Let's just move on. But I just had to let you know that Montauk tea. But now we're back to Kim's fashion show. Now, before she was leaving for the fashion show at the store. Now she's at the fashion show. She's wearing that red and white two-piece. Again, boring. Kim was like, oh my God, it's so exciting because I haven't seen this like on any of my looks except on my friends. How about at your sister's wedding you saw it? Y'all, if we're going to play a make-believe, I'm going to need some different facts. But anyway, y'all, real question. Do you know anybody that's bought Kim's Dolce & Gabbana collection? Is it selling anywhere? I was even in Singapore and the Dolce & Gabbana store was empty. I mean, I guess it really makes you wonder, do people want to dress like Kim? Because, yeah, with Yeezy, but they kind of wanted to dress with Yeezy. But let's keep going. Then Kim is backstage, oh my God. Again, I'll say this a million times. Kim makes having money look so boring. That one Italian guy, Michael Maroney, is there asking about Khloe. Baby, I think he used to date one of the girls on the Real Housewives of Dubai. So he is down to do anything for the cameras. Khloe, you are a dummy sitting at home playing Cinderella, evil stepmother, maid, all at the same time to Tristan. Oh my God, you guys. So then the most disgusting thing happens. We go back to Khloe's house. Kat's trying to get out. She's like, yeah, that's so good here. I don't know why you're trying to leave. Baby, Tristan was sitting in the corner about me too. And the camera pans around to Amari. And Tristan is letting the cameras film his brother that cannot consent. Tristan don't care about nobody. And Khloe this is disgusting. This boy cannot consent. Why would you have him plastered all over reality TV? He can't consent. It's disgusting. So then Khloe starts sharing information about Amari. I just realized it's hard. He must be tired because his seizures are triggered by sleep. You don't let us know ish about Tatum. Nothing about True. Why are you sharing this boy's medical records? I mean it, because she's only doing this so she can look, in my opinion, like Mother Teresa. Because you don't be sharing what's True up to. What's she doing at the doctor's? Can we know about that? Seriously. And then Tristan, because he ain't watching his brother. Wow, you know everything. You're like a doctor now. No, I just know a lot about him. Y'all, Tristan's sick. You got Khloe taking on this thing when Amari got family that will take care of him. And not even that. Khloe's using this for a storyline. I don't care what y'all say. No, it's not her being a good person. Because did Khloe go into a storyline about the ins and outs of when she found out about Marley and this and that and the arguments they had about Theo? And she talking about True and her doctor's visits, or even Tatum? We just found out that Tatum wasn't a Kardashian. Man, Amari has epilepsy, the most severe form of epilepsy. Yeah, that's great. But did Amari consent to you using him as a storyline and as a vehicle for you being a good person? Y'all, let me know in the comments. This is sick. I'm disgusted. In my Erica voice from Love and Hip Hop, I am disgusted. But we're figuring this out day to day. I say we because I'm on all the medical documents for Amari. So basically, Tristan even pawned Amari off. And Khloe, in my opinion, is probably so stupid. She thinks by taking care of Amari, it'll keep Tristan closer. Y'all. And it makes me gross to even talk about this, because this isn't to say that Amari is a burden. He's not, but it's gross what Tristan and Khloe are doing in the name of Amari. Tristan then says, confirms my theory, after everything that's happened with my mom, he shakes his head and says, I need someone that can help me through this. And you've answered the call. Remember when I said that Tristan's going to need to at least get a wife or someone that can actually be the matriarchal role of the family and take care of his brother and take care of his kids? Y'all, Khloe's playing the role of a wife, and she's not even girlfriend. Khloe not even side chick. She just bottom B. We don't get it. She's like, yeah, thank you. Yo, Tristan know how to finesse that. You got her playing mama to your responsibility, kids, brother, all that. Got you supporting and big upping you being a deadbeat dad. And on top of that, her mama got you a job. Yo, I know Tristan's probably doing the Running Man backwards or the moon slide. Then Khloe, she's not a dum-dum. She's just doing this for God's goodwill. She said, I'm just doing all this I can do to try to relieve some of the responsibility of someone that's reliving, dealing with the loss of their mother. Khloe. Have you ever heard that old saying, it is not my burden to carry? Khloe doesn't understand Maybe, you know what? I don't even want to talk about that because it is somebody losing a mom. And even though Tristan seems like an utter and complete narcissist, bordering on sociopath to me, I don't know the man. So who knows what goes on in his head? Maybe this is touching him. I don't know. But I will say that, like, Khloe, the Lord gives challenges for people to get through on their own. It is not your burden to carry. But what's more, the arrogance. It is arrogance. And again, lots of people deal with it, right? I myself, not in this situation, don't worry. But at times where you feel this responsibility, but at the end of the day, sometimes you have to let go because it's not your burden to carry. And even if you wanted to carry their burden for them, God will take whatever you carried and put it right back in front of their feet because it is not your burden to carry, and God wants them to carry that. Just like Khloe, your issues with self-esteem, He wants you to carry that, to grow and be ready for the kingdom of heaven. You know what? Let me just stop. So then Khloe goes on this long monologue about, like, I can't believe, like, when my father died, and I don't want to make light of that because I'm sure losing a parent is like one of the most horrible things that can ever happen. So I don't want to make light of that. But she says that, like, I was depressed for 3 years and I can't imagine having to, like, take care of anyone, and because I just wanted to be sad. And I said, okay, yeah, definitely, Khloe, but you were also helping Tristan being a deadbeat dad when Jordan Craig's father passed away, and you did not give a DAMN. And you and Malika and all those friends were going in on her, right? And then Marley's father passed away too. I think a year before she met Tristan. Did you care that since you were depressed for 3 years, probably Tristan preyed on a girl that was depressed, lost, and literally prime bait for a narcissist? No. So at the end of the day, you really don't care. You're just looking for excuses on why you love Tristan. You're his bottom B, and you will do anything to be there for that man because at the end of the day, you want him near. And now, in my opinion, you think telling the public you're only doing this because his mama passed away. But last year, his mama ain't passed away. 6 months ago, his mama ain't passed away. Man, okay, let's keep going. His house is flooded. I want to see receipts. I don't even believe that anymore. Khloe, listen, I know you used to talking to Dum Dum, and it sounds good, and Kim just nods along because she's happy one of her sisters are doing worse than her. But Khloe, shut up. The whole time Khloe's doing this scene, the camera's zooming in on Amari because we have to know she's saving this child. Tristan, you know what? I can't even blame this on Khloe. Khloe is like his little wingman. Tristan is sick. He's sick. There's something wrong with this man. He makes me want to throw up. Oh, he's so disgusting and vile. And even after he got called out for being a deadbeat dad, he started posting pics of him hanging out with Drake, another idiot. And like, ew, they're just vile. Ugh. She's like, this might sound dark, but I feel like the reason I'm equipped with the tools to help Amari is because when I was with Lamar, he couldn't speak. He couldn't talk. He couldn't do anything. Meanwhile, the camera is right there on Amari while Amari is sleeping, and Tristan don't care. You know what? Let me not say that, but I think Khloe's probably the one that even made Amari come over there, and Tristan was like, oh yeah, because he saw Amari as a tool to like trigger Khloe's white savior complex. The whole time that Khloe's telling he was brain damaged and I played music he liked, and basically she bought Lamar back from the dead, right? Tristan is sitting there, not even listening, nodding along, posing. Literally, Tristan, there's something wrong with that man. He's not even listening. He's just posing because how he comes off. Probably writing starting a Tristan fan page so he can get some more cat on the side. She's like, and then when he came to, Lamar would be like, I heard everything you said. I would try to talk to you. And Tristan starts laughing. What? This is why I think he's a narcissist. He doesn't even know social cues. Then why Amari is sitting right there. The producer says, I believe God gives the most beautiful people the most challenges. You're referring to a boy sitting there as a challenge? And then Khloe, oh, thank you. Because everything's about Khloe. So when Tristan moves out, are you prepared for that? Khloe's like, I don't know. Tristan lives down the street. What are you talking about? What are you talking? Khloe, just say that your family's reunited and you need to rush this over because it's taking too long. Because at the end of the day, you got to find a way to get in Cleveland or else it's going to be 2 other kids with the last name Thompson. And baby, they ain't going to share none of your blood. And no, I'm not talking about a surrogate. Anyway, the episode ends where it began. Khloe's still the biggest dum-dum in the world. Kim is in La La Delusion land. Girl, good luck finding that man you speak of. We need to hear it from Kendall and Kylie. You know, I got some tea on Kylie. And Kourtney is doing what everybody does in toxic family. She's finding a way to move on. Y'all listen, let me know what you think of this episode. The next one promises to be a bit of a doozy. And we got some more tea on Tristan. Anyway, hit the like button. Let me know if you enjoy it. Okay, listen, I will post recap too if you want. Let me know. I kind of thought that one was a fill-up, but you know what? Let me know if you want the post. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.